This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hey everyone, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I'm so excited to be sharing some early access footage of The Sims 4 Growing Together, the newest expansion pack that is coming out later this week on the 16th. I was lucky enough to get early access to this for a few days through the Creator Network and play around with it a little bit, mostly do some builds, but I did a little bit of gameplay as well, and I'm so excited to be sharing all of that on the channel over the next couple of days. But for right now, I do have a build for you. This is going to be a craftsman style home, as that is the style that is represented in the world of San Sequoia, which is the new world that comes with this expansion pack. And I actually really like this world. I feel like it blends in pretty well with the base game worlds of Willow Creek and of Newcrest, but it's a little bit different, and I love the bridge and all of the water and of course the style of the homes. I've always really enjoyed craftsman style homes. They're one of my favorites. So getting more items to represent that style in the game was a lot of fun to play with. I ended up creating a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home here, coming in at a little over 76,000 simoleons. And can we just talk about the columns? The columns that come with this pack are gorgeous. I really, really like them. And you'll see me here fiddling with the shape of the house. It comes together fairly quickly, but this is probably my 10th attempt at a craftsman style home before I got one that I was happy with, because I had an idea in my head of what I wanted to create. I knew I wanted to create a medium-sized family home that was a cute craftsman home, but I didn't want it to look exactly like all of the ones in the world. And getting the shape that I liked took a very long time. I scrapped so many builds in the process, but I am so happy that I did, because I ended up coming up with this one, and I'm really happy with how it came out. If you do like this build and you would like to download it, I will hopefully be able to upload it to the gallery later this week once the game launches, as long as my save file works, because they kind of give you a separate copy of The Sims 4 in your library. So I never had it in my regular game. That's why my name is popping all around the screen. You can see just Gryphi bouncing around. That's to help prevent leaks and stuff like that. So apologies if that's annoying at all. I can't do anything about it. It's part of the software, but hopefully I should be able to upload this to the gallery sometime this week. And if you'd like to grab it, my EA ID is Gryphi, Gryphi. You can also find it under the hashtag Miss Gryphi. That information is in the description down below as well. And if you didn't know how to spell Gryphi, it's bouncing around the screen. So there is that. I decided to add something else over to the other side, just to add something because it felt a little bit too empty over here. And I decided to create a faux garage. And I just thought this was a cute idea. I didn't even notice at first that the sidewalk over here kind of dips down as if there were going to be a garage and a car or a driveway there. So I actually end up lining that up a little bit better a little bit later when I noticed it. But just creating a garage space by using a couple of columns, windows, and a different paint in that area. I think it worked really, really nicely, and it doesn't end up being a garage space inside. I make it into kind of an office / skill building room. I got to use the new upright piano, which I'm so happy to have in the game. That's been something I've been asking for ages, so it's really cool to have that. Anyway, here I am drawing the driveway, and as you can see, it's not going to line up with that space because I didn't notice it yet, but we will move it a little bit later on. Also, that allowed me to have a bit of a side yard over on the right side of the build, and just playing around with some trees and stuff right now. We have some new items from Debug. I was really into the idea of putting 2 of these planters in front of every house, and I don't know why that is, though they don't end up staying there, but you might notice in a couple of other builds that I post throughout the week that I keep grabbing those planters and wanting to use them. I'm just so excited about them for some reason. They are a debug item that we also have in base game, but the base game version has pink flowers and this one has yellow, so it just felt exciting. And then I added the treehouse item. This is a new item with Growing Together that your Sims are actually able to work on and build a treehouse. And then your kids can set what decorations they want. I believe there's pirate, castaway, fairy princess, all of that. You can decide who's allowed up there, kids, teens, no adults. You can play there, do make believe. There's all sorts of stuff. And I believe you can add a slide and a pole or something. There's a lot of things that you can do with the treehouse. I think it's really cool. I only played with it a little bit, but I really like it. I did record some random gameplay footage as I was just messing around, and I will probably be sharing that on Twitch probably tonight. So If you'd like to join us over on twitch.tv/Miss Gryphi, I will be sharing some more gameplay and like build and buy stuff as well. And by the time this is posted, there should be a build and buy overview posted on the channel as well if you would like to check out all of the items, including debug, that come with this expansion pack. But anyway, now we are inside trying to figure out the floor plan. Upstairs there are 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, and downstairs is all the living space and office and the primary bedroom, which is really big and looks out into the side yard. I was quite happy with that. The floor plan is going to look like it came together pretty quickly, but it didn't. I really struggled with this one, but I am so happy I took my time and figured it out because I think the inside of this house is absolutely stunning. It's got to be one of my favorite builds that I've done in a really long time, especially on the inside, but the outside I also love as well. I'm just really proud of this home. And of course, since I had like a special early access copy of this is only using the base game and growing together. So if you don't have any other packs, this should still be accessible to everyone. And I think this pack came with a lot of nice items. So as you can see, I used this new archway that is gorgeous to separate into the dining room and into the kitchen. It really covers the whole wall, and I played around with some of the new tiles we got with this pack as well. At first I thought I was going to use this herringbone one, but I decided to go with the other tile we got, which I should change out here shortly. We did not get new kitchen counters, which is a little bit of a bummer, but we did get a new fridge and a new stove, which are really nice, and I will be using it in this space. There's also new light in here, obviously new windows, archways, doors, wallpapers, just so much beautiful new stuff to use in our builds, and I'm a fan of almost all of it. There are a couple questionable items that are by Kindermaid that I'm not sure how I feel about. I talk about those a little bit in my build and buy overview, but for the most part, I love the items in this pack. So there is that new fridge. I'm just trying to figure out where to place it. The layout of this kitchen is a little bit awkward, but I figured it out in the end, and I'm really happy with it. It kind of wraps around the corner a little bit. Over here, I'm going to have the fridge tucked next to the archway, and we end up having a smaller space in the middle of the room for like extra counter space, kind of like a makeshift island instead of an actual island for your Sims to sit at. So you'll see that come together here shortly, because I didn't really feel like there was space for a big table in here, and it's right next to the dining room, so I was not sure we needed an extra table. But right now I'm just cluttering up these shelves over here. We got this really cute owl family sculpture. I thought that would be nice. There's also this little cityscape, which I think is supposed to be like a hint towards like us being on the outskirts of a city. This is San Sequoia. We're in the suburban area, but it's supposed to be like a city. I really wish there were apartments in this build or in this pack. I'm a little disappointed by that, but I do like what we did get, and I can see myself playing here a lot, and obviously playing with the gameplay and with the build and buy, but I also really enjoy the world. But anyway, just finishing up decorating the kitchen with getting some of these little curtains. We got 2 different curtains in this pack. There's 3 in the catalog, but 2 of them are like the left and right side. And then there's that one that I put over the kitchen window. And yeah, just getting some clutter here on the counters. A bunch of base game stuff, nothing too complicated. I should be getting a keepsake box that I throw in here though, which is a new item that comes with the pack that allows you to like place different like certificates and pictures and all sorts of like the collectible type things that you can get in your inventory and pass that down through generations, which I think is so cute. So if, you know, you wanted to leave photos or birth certificates, or now there's marriage certificates and stuff like that, to your relatives, you can actually do that and be able to say, hey, this is who I want to be in charge of the keepsake box now. I really like that touch. But anyway, we are working on the dining room now, and I used a base game table just because it fit the space a little bit better, and these brand new chairs, which are just really, really pretty. I love the colors in here. I had a lot of fun playing around with the different curtains and rugs. We only have like 1 rug and 1 curtain option really, but playing around with this different swatches of them, I was just having a lot of fun and combining colors I might not normally use. I feel like this pack has me really experimenting with how I decorate, and honestly, those archways are really the like star of the show. They are so nice. I also really like that set of paintings that I placed down, but we're moving on into the living room now, and look at the fireplace. This fireplace is gorgeous. I love it so much, and I also really, really like the couch. the blanket on the back and the pillows, it just looks so cozy. This section over here, I put some plants in. I have very mixed feelings on those plants because they're gorgeous, but they should not be one item. I am very upset that they are combined into one item. I thought we got over this ever since, it started with Jungle Adventure with the collection, and then the Sims team separated them, and then we started getting separate pieces, and so I was a little bit disappointed that those were together, but it's okay. Just cluttering up this space. I got all sorts of family stuff all throughout this house. I was imagining this was like a lively young family. The primary bedroom ends up having a bassinet in it for a newborn, and then upstairs the 2 bedrooms. One is a room with 2 kids' beds, and the other one has a crib in it for an infant. So I was thinking they have 3 kids with a 4th on the way. That was the idea anyway, and I had a lot of fun decorating for that. Obviously, I'm excited about having infants and being able to decorate for that life stage, but we also got some really cute stuff for all life stages, to be honest. This is the only double bed we got in the game with the new pack, but I think it's really pretty. And this bassinet here, that's coming to base game. That is coming to base game on the 14th. I'm very excited about it. It's going to be the first brand new bassinet that we got in base game since launch. We have more bassinets in the game from other packs, but this is the first time we've gotten one added to base game, and I think it's a really, really pretty one. I also really like this wardrobe from Growing Together, just popping that in there, and then I get a bunch over here as well before I clutter up the bedside tables, but that's pretty much it for this room. I love the bed. I feel like the furniture, the style of this pack is all very striking and going to be items I use so much. So just getting a painting over in the corner, and then we should be popping into the bathroom. I opted for the expensive new shower tub combo, or as we like to call it on the channel, a shub, because I can't seem to pronounce shower tub combo most of the time. It is so nice. It's really modern. There's a bunch of swatches. Also, this sink in here is also gorgeous. It has gorgeous swatches. I am so happy to have some new bathroom stuff. We didn't need another toilet, so I'm fine that they didn't give us one. But the sink and the shower are just amazing. I really like them. And also this little towel rack. It has space for 4 towels, and they have some fun swatches. Yeah, we're moving on into the office space now, which is in that area where it's supposed to look like it's a garage. I just have a desk in here with some clutter, a little chair in the corner, this interesting shelving unit that has like suitcases hanging on the wall. And then I also added the standing piano, which I'm just so happy to have. I can't wait to use that more. I've always wanted one of those because the grand pianos are too big, the keyboards are too keyboardy, and so having a regular standing piano I think is going to fit so many homes. So anyway, moving on into the kids' room, I really wanted to use this bed that came with the new pack with the dinosaur like bedding on it, and I thought I was going to match it with the rug because this rug is a base game rug that we got with the infant update that has the same swatch, but then I felt like it was a little too matchy, so I do end up swapping out the rugs and changing it up a little bit in here, but there is still a very strong dinosaur theme, and I like how this room came out. I think it's a fun color scheme. I will be changing one of these bed swatches here as well, so there's a little bit more variety, but this little lamp is also from base game with the little fox on it. It's just so cute, and I added a decal over here as well. We got a bunch of those with this pack. I also really like that height chart that I put by the door. Once again, dinosaurs, love it. But we are moving on into the nursery now for our little infant. And I'm using the new base game rug and one of the new cribs. This one is modeled after like the base game like Craftsman furniture. So it was perfect. And there's even a changing table with this pack that matches it. So I was quite happy to include that. And then we're just going to clutter it up and also add curtains, and there's just so many cute items that come with this pack and with the update. I am thrilled to be decorating nurseries, and it's going to be even more fun once I have access to the other packs later this week when the game comes out, so I can decorate with everything, not just base game and Growing Together. But this was still so fun. Do let me know if you have any ideas of things you would like to see on the channel when I can use all of the packs. I'm going to be building so much in the coming weeks. I feel like this is just a really exciting time for The Sims, and I can't wait. I'm very, very excited. But yeah, just adding more stuff upstairs for this bathroom, the second bathroom. It's pretty much the same as the one downstairs, but I decided I would keep it in so you can get a better view at all of these nice new bathroom items. There's also this little toddler potty, which is so cute. And I also added those towels in here again, and a little owl sculpture in the hallway. And then I'm just getting a kid's bike outside because kids finally have bikes now, and a couple of planters, and basically just finishing up the decorations out in the side yard. And that's going to be it for this build. This was so much fun to do, and I can't wait to show you all of the other things I have been working on. I have a few more builds that I'm going to be posting over the next couple of days, and I also have been dabbling a little bit with gameplay. So not only will I be doing that over on Twitch, but there's going to be a little bit that I'm going to sprinkle here on the channel and see what we think about it. Am I liking it? Are you liking it? And we'll go from there. But thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and click that bell to be notified of every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy those screenshots. Bye, everyone.